I was just watching this podcast by Waldy Bendy, better known as Waldemar Januszak and Bendor Grosvenor. And they showed this painting by Johann Zoffany. And they were asking, what did it mean? Now, it has sexual innuendo. It has a rosary hung next to a condom. On the reverse of the painting, it has a painting of Joseph and Mary and Christ, and it is blasphemous. And they're wondering, what does this painting really mean? I'll tell you what the painting means. Because about 3 years ago, I made a video on Hogarth. And this is why you should always do your own art history research. Do not listen to these so-called experts, who are members of these secret societies. So what this painting is about the Hellfire Club. And this is Zoffany. He was leaving Parma, Italy, to go back to England because he travelled all around Europe. He was a Swiss painter. He was a Freemason. And what he's shown you in this self-portrait is that he's going back to England and to participate in the Hellfire Club. And that's why it has this sexual innuendo. Because in the Hellfire Club, they used to have orgies. And they used to have satanic orgies related to the Kabbalah. And they used to kill prostitutes. And it's connected to Stanley Kubrick's film, Eyes Wide Shut, because Kubrick based the story of the film on Hogarth's paintings, especially Marriage à la Mode. And Hogarth was part of the Hellfire Club, and Hogarth was a Freemason. He had a dog called Trump. Yes, Trump. And the pug dog in those times was a symbol of Freemasonry, and used to have ceramic pugs and used to kiss the backside of a pug, showing you that it is a satanic ritual. As I said, these secret societies believe in duality. So part of that duality is the practice of Satanism. This is reflected in this portrait by Zoffany, where you have the debauched and you have the religious combined. And Waldemar says, oh, it's a Franciscan habit. And of course, in the Hellfire Club, they had the Order of St. Francis, where Sir Francis Dashwood would dress as a Franciscan monk to do his satanic orgies. And here we have the portrait by Hogarth. And it has similar erotic themes. And the Bible has been replaced by a dirty book. And they used to have, they used to do taboo things, all sorts, as we have today with Jeffrey Epstein, even worse. And in secret, they used to do satanic orgies. And Sir Francis Dashwood was a member of the government, and he was Chancellor of the Exchequer. And you can see here in this painting, he is dressed as St. Francis. They used to dress up in monks' clothes, the Order of St. Francis. It was part of the taboo and part of the blasphemy. And in the Zoffany portrait, you see him getting ready for one of these rituals. So he's saying, I'm coming back to England to take part in a Hellfire Club ritual. And it's always connected to the Kabbalah. And this is the British elite. And this goes on today as seen in Kubrick's film, and also seen with Francis Bacon, who was also part of these satanic clubs, and that's why he's famous. And these clubs still go on today, and they established the Phoenix Society. And in the Phoenix Society, it was based on alchemical, Kabbalistic process of life snatched via sacrifice is given back via a spirit at the command of its master. So what it seems is that they sacrifice people, and then a spirit enters a dead person and then communicates with the initiates. That's what it seems to say. And if you look at Francis Bacon's paintings, they're about sacrifice, most of them. And if you look at Picasso's paintings, they are about sacrifice. And a Picasso mask is pictured in the satanic ball in the film Eyes Wide Shut. And they're all dressed in monks' costumes. Hellfire Club, the Order of St. Francis. And so we can make sense of the Zoffany portrait, because the Zoffany portrait is him saying, I'm coming back to England to take part in the Hellfire Club. And Zoffany was connected to the Royal Academy. The founder of the Royal Academy was a Freemason, Joshua Reynolds. Hogarth was a member of the Hellfire Club, and this is his dog Pug, which is a symbol of Freemasonry, and the dog was called Trump. Here we have Zoffany with his most famous self-portrait, which is his best one, which is in the Uffizi. And Johann Zoffany was a Freemason. He was initiated into the craft on December 19th, 1763. And Zoffany is famous for painting members of the Hellfire Club. Okay, Waldy and Bendy, you have here someone who can actually think for themselves. Thank you.